Divine Sunshine, coming to you with your the messages from the Divine Masculine to Divine Feminine energy update to see what's going on today. And this is your Divine Masculine Central. This is where you get the 411 with no chaser about your Divine Masculine and seeing what's going on. Anything that comes out negative from the readings is only because that's from the cards. I do not add my own biases or my own beliefs into what I am seeing. So that a way that you will get the truest form of what is going on with the Divine Masculines as well. And I do not allow any bashing of the Divine Masculines down in the comment section. So please understand that any kind of bashing of the Divine Masculines, those things will be eliminated and removed. Thank you so very much, and Divine Masculines, welcome. Let's get started, and let's kind of just peek and see what's going on with the Divine Masculine here in the energies over the weekend. A lot of us have said that clear in the beginning of the week. A lot of things is going on with the Divine Masculine, so let's see what the message is first and then take it from there. Please make sure that you check out. Oh, there's a card left in here. That's all right. It's not going to change it. Please make sure that you check out and try to get a divine love letters from your divine unisoul or your divine counterpart, where they're soulmate, twin flame, here in body, out of body, passed on. My mom tried it, clear, which my dad passed on, and so she said it gave her a lot of ideas, a lot of understanding. She's got a better understanding of him and why he acted the way that he did, and so she truly has now understanding that he did love her and understands his motive and his intent. Now, I am gifted in being able to talk to people from the other side too, as well. Just get you an understanding that, you know, if somebody over on the reaches somebody from the other side to get the message, that helps them to have a better understanding. Then we know as well that will be very helpful for us that's here living. We're like, I need that too. And that does give you a better perspective. I even did it with myself. Let the cards do it and kind of get an overall understanding with my Divine Masculine. So that helped me to get a better understanding of him as well. So it's just $14. It's personalized. You go to divineunisouls11.co if you're interested in doing that, and get a reading. That information is below in the description, and you will be able to get your own reading as well. It's very good. Like I said, they could be soulmate, lover, or whatever, just to get a real introspection about what they're saying. And they're brutally honest, brutally honest in the letters, brutally honest. They talk about their role in it. It's not always about what you did, whatever. They talk about what they didn't do and how they contribute to the wherever you all are currently in you all's relationship, good, bad, and ugly. So I really highly recommend that you do that. Right now it's a space now for that. I finished up the readings, and right now just waiting for a new batch to come in. So if I was you, I'd jump on in there again before the next wave happened. Again, I was like, whoo, I got slammed all at once, but I turned them right back out. So so far, if you do not turn around, probably in 24 hours with that. The only thing that slows me down is YouTube. Okay, let's go on into the reading. It says, it's so hard not talking to you. Some of them say this is because of COVID. Some of them said it's because of the karmic situation. Maybe they found out and they're really clamping down on some things. Is that the Divine Masculine calling now? So that's confirmation that they really want to talk to you. Their spirit is contacting. Right on time. I can't do nothing with that. Go on, source. I can't do that. Go on, higher self, or the 5D, or the collectively of the Divine Master. They like, yes. Sometimes I look at you and wonder how I got to be so damn lucky. They want to know why you even attracted to them. I am sorry if I ever contributed to the suffering of your heart. Yeah, a lot of divine feminists are kind of going through that right now. I know even myself, just asking questions. I keep asking myself, keep myself busy with things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. I hear the song, all I do is think. Yes, don't need that. Okay. All I do is think of you day and night. So that keeps myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. It says, I need you because I love you. And it says, you are the reason why I'm smiling again. Okay. This is nice. Okay, great. Just got down. I'm like, well, I'm like, oh Lord, they even come knocking on the door. This some serious business. Yeah, on that one. Center yourself. Yeah, I need to send you right on that. You need to send us. That sound like the DM telling me. You need to send yourself. You getting the hand of yourself. Getting out of hand. Why the divine masculine saying this is because I feel some of them feel the divine feminines are getting a little kind of off track. And what I mean is with these energies, you know, we are the leader, the divine feminine energies. Doesn't matter if you're male or female. You are the one who is housing the divine feminine energies at that moment. You are the one who is in the leadership. You're the captain of the ship, of this love boat. And you got to get anchored down, because if you are all over the place, that throws them to be all over the place. I was going to talk about that even in my next one about a trigger warning. Understanding that, again, some of the divine feminines, and I know your heart is in a good place, but some of you all still, I don't care how what you're saying is not matching up with your actions, or your actions is not matching up with what you're saying. As far as saying I am with the divine masculine, and they're doing things, it seems like it's progress, but at the same time, when I'm viewing, again, we have to watch the lingo. We got to watch the language. We got to watch our actions. We got to watch our reactions stuff. I have to check myself too. Although I'm a leader not only to him, but I'm a leader also. When I chose this road to go on YouTube, that means I'm a leader of you too. So I had to really check myself. A lot of times I even go back to the videos and I look to kind of like take myself out my body and speak to my own self like a big sister or auntie or whatever, mother, and parent myself to say, okay, these things you got to check yourself on, because some things I say I channel so much I didn't even know I even said it when I watched the replay. So divine feminines, you have to center yourself. You have to, I was watching Bahati Life, and she was saying, I'm going to probably reiterate this in the trigger warning too. She was saying that, again, the energies that we're experiencing now is to really pretty much address this ego. Several things that I have seen several times when I'm driving, and when I used to do my morning drive, I used to be able to use that to be help me to signal some things that I needed to talk about or address. Sometimes that I have been out, I keep seeing the truck that says super ego. Each time I seen a one truck that says super ego, I did that one time. I remember I was hollering and trying to chase the truck driver down. I was like, oh my God. So super ego, it was connect because it had with the X on it. But I seen super ego too on Q. And it's telling us at this point we got to deal with this super ego. I'm being led to saying that our egos too are being a block to us having union, because we're protecting what's prideful, what things that we know, and this ego is not allowing us to be able to see even surpass that. So divine feminines, I'm giving you a trigger warning inside this, because I know you watch this. Sometimes you don't watch my trigger warning, so again, I'm gonna throw it in here too. Again, you've got to center yourself. You've got to, what came to me too is that, again, you've got to act as if this is what you want, as far as union with your divine masculine, no matter what's showing up in the illusion in the 3D, you've got to act as if this union is so, or pretend like your future self is coming to you and talking to you and saying at the same time, as if they aren't giving you advice about what's happening. This is me, this is you. 2 years or a year from now, you're in union with your divine masculine. What advice I would tell you is right now is all this worrying that you're doing, forget it. Because eventually you will get with him, and some of the stuff that you thought you was doing to contribute to get him really didn't change the fate. Because already spirit or source of God, already or powers that be, already destined knew what things he or she had to learn. So really you wasted in spinning your wheels when you could have been just being really just being and being happy, and then that's it. Instead of all that extra. If you know that, I wish I would have told you you were wasting time. Okay, because the way you thought you was going to get him, you didn't have no kind of even way. That didn't even play out in the whole scope of things. And so is when you let go, that's when it happened. So whatever kind of way it is to have your future self talk to you. She's talking about that too. It's like your future is saying, you got to get rid of the ego, get on board. You got to send yourself divine feminines again, because right now what I'm seeing, I'm being shown like a ship and an anchor that's being dropped. And look, I see how the wind is slid right back to me saying, you got to deal with this. Center yourself. Okay, thank you. I got it. I ain't got nothing else. Thank you. Okay, can I place it right there? Don't slide it to me no more. Thank you. So you need to center yourself. You need to center yourself, divine feminines. If you ain't getting nothing else there. You see how I brought it back to me? Yeah. All right. We got this. We got this understanding, divine feminines. Yes. It's moving things to us so we know. Clear. Please. Okay. It was several of them. I got talking this right here. All right, so we got giant conflict, wedding, serious commitment, Eros, Cupid, love, sexual desire, and death and an ending. Okay, let's get some clarifiers here to kind of really see what we're talking about. Okay, on this giant conflict, looks like this is the same thing. This giant conflict has got to do with the mind. This is what I'm picturing there again. About how you can be your own person. Some of the divine masters has this codependency, or they're relying on what other people tell them who they're supposed to be. It's like, to be is like, I'm hearing the song, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. You need to be your own individual person. You got to be, again, it's been saying this all along, even with the weekend update, even with the current energies, it's been saying you got to operate with a conscious. You got to be conscious. Again, I'm trying to remember who's the one that operated the subconscious and the conscious, what energies is with that resonates with that, and I get it mixed up every time. You've got to start operating from that energy. And you got to be more structured. It's conflict coming. Beforehand, you was talking about you had this organized chaos, divine masculine, and you was acting like, and I was believing, like, I know what I'm doing. It looks chaotic, but I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. And then I think by Monday came along when I did the current energies for this week. You was like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I was like, yeah, I kind of warned you. You didn't look like you was doing. I was on the outside. I was cheering for you, and I was on the outside saying, yeah, but you don't look like you know what you're doing. But I'm still going to go say, go, babe, go, babe, go, baby, go, baby, go, go, baby, go, baby, go. I'm still cheering for you, but at the same time, I'm like, this don't look right. This don't feel right. He don't know what he doing, Jesus. Help him, Jesus. Take the wheel, Jesus. And so this is giant conflict. You got to get more structured. You spinning too many plates. You go all over the place. And you got to get it down to tell her, like, what's my objective? Like actors, like I said. What's my objective? What's my intent? Stick with that, and everything else will fall into place, divine masculine. Because I did the same thing. Like, I remember when I sat down and I had made some actual goals and a vision statement for myself. Everything from that point on seemed like it had brought the sources. Go into your divine feminine energies, like I said, for this week. Where, again, she says she's trying to get support. You need to move into that and start asking for the universe to give you support. I know you're trying to be a man about it, but I get told, just be a man about it. I know you're trying to be that, but my thing is you need help, okay? This is beyond you, and it's okay, because sometimes you need somebody else to bounce your ideas off of. You want this serious commitment. You're moving into this and say, I want this thing with my divine feminine. So but the card say you got to take some action here, and I mean it's got to be a definite action. Differentiating love, sexual desire. What you're moving into now, divine masculine, to the, right here currently that's watching it, is an understanding of the difference between love, sex, and desire. The one that you're experiencing with the karmic situation, and the one that you're dealing with yourself is like true, pure love, or true that sacred sex, or that desire, that's the desire put like your bliss. You're starting to understand the difference between, because beforehand when you were younger, or you were more from an immature, or just learning about this thing, everything was colored, like I said, with the same crayon. But there's a difference between that. As you mature, you understand, just like the Bible said, when I was young, it was this way, but when I became older, I didn't want those ways anymore. And so this is, again, when I was a child, I thought as a child, and when I became a man, I didn't think that way anymore. This is the same way that you're understanding now, that you're differentiating and now changing and understanding that there's a difference between these types. And really what you're looking for in a person, that what you were seeing if you were in a third party situation, that you're saying, you know what, I no longer want, because something about my stomach start turning. It's like I no longer crave that. I don't want that. That's not what I got a taste for. That's not really what agrees with me anymore. Spiritually, as far as I'm digesting these ideas that don't agree with me. So now you're moving into this understanding that you need to put a depth to something. Okay, hierarchical structure again. This goes back to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs again. You're moving up the chain there, because what they're showing me is now, let me see if I say, Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Here's what I found.
Thank you. By the time I type it up, you'll be like, what the hell she did say? Okay, I don't think you can be able to see, can you? Okay, that's a little bit, and I should have went on the thing, but that's all right. We ain't gonna get all upset about that. So understand that every time when I'm with y'all, I'm showing you educational things. So we're gonna break it down to you, divine masculines, because you need this. Okay, that's why I'm the one. I am, or I say, highly empathic teacher, intuitive teacher to this. We're gonna break it down to you. So when we talk about this hierarchical structure here, you understand it's got to be a depth, because to me now you're maturing. You're seeing the differences between what things you need and what is really a need that you need to be having in your life. So the first thing is we got the basic needs. You move up the chain to psychological needs, and then you move up the chain. I'm going to take a picture so I can put this on here. Hold on. You moving from that, and I'll put this on the community thing. You moving from psychological needs, your just physical needs. Let's put it that way: food, water, warmth, and rest. Then you're moving up to now safety needs, security and safety. Okay. Then you're moving up the chain to belongingness and the love and needs, intimate relationships and friends. To me, these are basic needs. These are basic needs moving into your psychological needs. Now, to me, what I'm picking up is you starting to look and seeing about, what are these built upon? Now, is this something kind of like flimsy reasons of, like they talk about intimate relationships? Am I deeming it important to what society say, what my family says, what my friends say, or am I really going based upon the needs that I say that I need? Okay, then you got esteem needs, prestige, feelings of accomplishment. Then you got going back to that truck that I seen, the super ego, or what Bahati Life is talking about, the super ego, what it says it needs. She talked about a thing about sunflowers and how sunflowers always are seeking the light, but the sunflowers is the only flowers that collapse underneath its own weight. So even in this brilliance that she said that it has there, it has a tendency to die or kill itself off because it's got too much brilliance. That's called too much ego. Again, trying to find the limelight. What everybody looking at me, ooh wee, okay, look at him with the trophy wife, look at him with this and that, we got a Lamborghini and don't know he's scraping, can't even get lunch money to go get him a hamburger on off the dollar meal at McDonald's. So my thing is, there's a problem as far as where is your values when we start talking about this. And then you got moving up to, again, the last one, self-fulfillment needs, self-actualization, achieving one's full potential, including creative activities. That would be, again, following your bliss. That's at the top there. So right now, what you're understanding is you got to build a depth to some of these levels here that you have called, so-called, these are my needs, hierarchical things, and seeing that again, like your food and water, yeah, you need that to strive. Them is basic needs. You need security and safety, even in wherever you are, in a third party situation, karmic situation, or just life in general. Those things you need, right? Whatever situation that you're in. But where we get the problem is, to me, is in that psychological area right there. This is where you need to fix, Divine Masculine, right in that area about what your belongingness and your love needs, intimate relationships and friends, and esteem needs. That's another level, prestige, feeling of accomplishment. I've told you this before, Divine Master. You want to get energies. You want to get to the point that when you do it, you have truly earned it. Some of you are Divine Masculines, and I can tell, even take a page from my own, that you get it, but you've been getting it, I said, the bootleg way, or you've been doing it Malcolm X way, by any means necessary. But at the end of the day, does it make you feel good? You know, like, okay, I can go, I think about, they had something here. They had somebody rob the place called Lighthouse Grill here in Chicago, in Hyde Park. They're a very nice place, restaurant. What they were doing was trying to feed people at lunchtime here that needed lunch. Ended up one day, one of their customers ended up robbing them. Now, as they robbing them, they looking at them saying, I know you. Now, that's that right there. There go Henry and there go Ted. They come here every day. And as they doing it, they apologizing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm picking up another feminine thing. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I'm doing it. I'm sorry I'm doing it. I'm sorry I'm doing it. Just saying it all along. There is a conflict by you trying to get whatever it is by all means necessary. Now, they got a couple of hundred from the drawer, a couple hundred from the manager, and a couple of hundred from the young lady that worked there. And she's like, go ahead, just hurry up and do what you got to do. Stop saying you sorry. And I understand times is hard. Just go on ahead and be blessed and bye. And don't come back here no more. They now that thrilled, they filled their belly for a second. Of course, $100 these days, you can't do really too much squat with it. You know, because to me, I can go 2 trips at the grocery store and it's over with that. But the next thing again is like, okay, that did a while, but then after a while, it's like, okay, now I feel shame. Now you can't go around that restaurant that no more because they're gonna know that's Ted and Henry that went and stole and did burglarize the restaurant. So I was like, now you did that for what? By getting it by any means necessary, instead of trying to find another way of how you can do it. You get that temporary fix. That's why I'm talking about that bootleg temporary thing of getting things because you're saying now. And that's why I see Divine Masculine. You're saying, you know what, right now where I'm at, I want to, let me move this to the side so I can at least see some of this stuff. I want to now move in a different way. When it comes to that, because again, sexual desire, I gotta see it because sometimes I like to play off of what I last said. Understanding you can't get things the way just temporarily. It feels good then, it does feel good, but then again, it doesn't last. So in most of these karmic situations and third party situations, they're good for a while, and they're already, soon as you, just like getting the car off the lot, soon as you get into that relationship, what they say, it depreciates. Your value of that car depreciates as soon as you get it off the lot. You paid $25,000 for it. As soon as you drive off, it start losing money right then and there. That's the same thing when you're in those karmic situations, those third party. As soon as you get into it, sign your name on that line, put that ring on there, whatever, and start moving in. It start going on slow decline from that point on. Okay, anything, or in the job that you know that you shouldn't be in there no longer. It was great, and then after a while, you was like, oh my God, this is like hell up in this job. So now we at the accolades of wands. So that's what we're trying to now, the divine masculine in the 3D, what's happening with you is you're trying to strategize right now. These things that you have is very, very not well developed, but just developing energies of saying that you're going to strategize for your freedom to go to battle. Now this time you got a little armor here, so it looks like you're trying to really protect your head so you can really be able to use that. So when you go into battle, it's like, okay, you know, like a boxer, you know, they doing it, they protecting the head so that it can't get all the most blows there. I do see that. Kudos for that. You also want to, that's in your thinking, even in your emotions, you want to be able to take some type of actions too as well. But this one, you know, you got this snake here again. So this situation here that really no longer serves you is still there. You know, you're trying to play like you don't see it, but it's right there by your foot, and it maybe at any moment's time could bite you. Okay, but you're saying, I'm not worried about this because I could tell through your emotion, you say, I got my eyes lifted up to the skies. Okay, that reminded me when I had did a thing about saying about lifting your eyes up and how that helps you to go into that alpha state. Just by raising your head 20%, you know, like they say, lift to the hills for what comes my health. Lifting it up alpha state helps you to get more into this understanding of how you can be able to start thinking about how you can bring this in. That's when that's when you got your creative juices going. That's when you can really think of some ideas of how to do this. So this is something that I would say to you, divine masculine energies. You're trying to do that whenever you're thinking. Don't put your head down, put your head up, so it can kind of, again, that's why sometimes when you see me channeling, I kind of lift up. Now I'm getting, when it does that, I'm getting straight from there. Or sometimes I do down to kind of silence things. But when that start happening, you should be like, ooh wee, it's about to get good, because she's seeing something. That means I'm going into that alpha state. Alpha state is where you be able to really contact and get that information that is actually needed. Okay. So that's what I would say for you, divine masculine, when you're in that state and you're trying to really find a way to get out of the situation. Lift your gaze up 20 degrees so you can be able to get that clear. Okay, what do you think about this connection right now? What's going on with the connection? You moving into your heart chakra. It looks like to me you're trying to want to open up a new chapter here, because that goes that book there. You all are connected. You're just connecting. It's not all the way in for intercourse, but it's there. Whoa, wait a damn second. You got her. Ooh, wait. Baby. This divine master definitely wants you to be flexible about what's happening, about creating this connection and starting this connected, because he got her leg way up there, almost in the 12 o'clock position. That right there, he sure is. Oh hell, he like put it up there 12 o'clock. She really at the 11 o'clock position, so that's interesting. About 11, again, the twin flames opening it up to him. He said, I'm in my heart chakra. She looking at him saying, it ain't hurt me, Daddy. I'm flexible. That's what I was made for. So, again, balancing out the light and the dark here as far as creating balance in this relationship. Also, wait a damn second. Hold on. Hold on. This first time I ever seen this card here. This torn between two lovers here. So, yeah, I see that. Thank you. So, right here, we got third-party energies here, right here. This divine masculine is still connected to one and holding on to the other. He's working on his, but the thing is, he ain't even looking at the side chick. This other one is really, truly the side chick. You see it blink on me? This other one is the side chick right there. She the side chick. And he focused in on, look at, he focused in on, he ain't really almost looking, yeah, no, yeah. No, he ain't really focused in on her. I ain't even gonna tell no lie. I ain't even about to start this. This side chick, which would be the one I call side, because she is to the side, and chick, whatever. This other third party person, he ain't even studying her, but he's got himself still connected to her. But at the same time, he's got her arm wrapped around the divine feminine, because she's the one that's always represented in here. This other one is fatter, and what I do know from other types of what you call it? Oh, this just straight got interested right here. What I do know is that when they're fatter in some cultures, that means they're more wealthier. So this one, to me, I'm representing, has got the more money. This one got some money influence here too. This is what I'm thinking. Okay, thank you. Confirmation. So some prosperity, abundance to them, they believe. So that's why they're still connected to them. This divine feminine is looking at the divine masculine, and the divine masculine looking like, I can't even look at you. Okay, 30%. Okay, I can work on it. Thank you. More, so many interruptions. Yet, oh boy, this is getting freaky. So the karmic has the divine feminine's leg up and open to receive. It's almost like she's saying, and there's a conflict there, because it looked like, to me in some ways, it's like she waiting for her turn, like she's just exposed there and waiting. Woo! So we got some other energies here all in the mix. So there's some third party things, which I'm understanding. He already said serious commitment is a giant conflict. It sure enough is a giant conflict. Divine Master, you got some explaining to do. There's a big conflict here. That's why I said this is represented by, I say right now, he's trying to differentiate right now, Divine Master. You're trying to differentiate what is it, this love, this sex, and this desire right now. But you do know you got to put an end to it, because like I say, it's a difference of these needs. You got your basic needs, your psychological needs, and then you got your self-fulfillment. Ain't that the third one? Make sure I'm memorizing this right. Self-fulfillment needs, which is where God and the divine reigns in that third part here. So you got to get to these heart characters. Right now, I'm about to say, oh Lord, watch my mouth. God, I've been, some people like, what kind of mouth she got? Potty mouth. Say, you got your ding-a-ling in the other one is still connected to her. But at the same time, to me, that's handling the hierarchies, Maslow's hierarchy needs. You in the, go back, you connected to this karmic here, or this third party energies, the only needs that you are getting satisfied is your psychological needs and your physiological needs. Thank you. Those are the only two that you getting there, because I'm seeing you got more physical touch and things going on with her. The divine feminine represents also your psychological needs, because you thinking, but you looking her way, and your self-actualization, because this look like, to me, is like a person saying, now you're realizing something ain't right here. This is like in mid-stroke. Wait a second. You know what this remind me of? The movie like in Boomerang with Eddie Murphy and Lord, what's that daggone child? I can see her now. Oh God, bring me her name. Come on, angels, bring me her name. You know I can see her too. Oh Lord, it was almost right there. It's right there. It's right there. Say, rest your mind. In Boomerang, and he was up there talking about cause she don't play too much in things. And he was like, you know, he had the choice between her and Halle Berry, and he was up there going back and forth with her, and then it got to the point that he was like, that last time she showed up, and then she was like, you know, he's like, you know what? He's kind of looking, he had that 20%. This that 20% gauge. This is what I talk about, lift your eyes and see, because now he getting some downloads, in that alpha state, the something ain't right. We keep on tapping into this, but then have this karmic wrap around my divine feminine, and I'm bringing her into this energy. This is what we into now and understanding now. So he looking up high, and this gets to him. And I think about in Boomerang, Eddie Murphy does the same thing, and he getting ready. I think he got in the bed to get ready to have sex with her, and then he was like, "What am I doing?" And she said, "What you talking about?" He said, "I'm doing the wrong thing." And she said, "Well, what?" Well, it was almost in so many words. Like she said, "Well, your body is not saying you right, because if you were, what you doing here?" And so he was like, he looked at her and said, "You're right. Why am I here?" Got all his clothes and left and went to Holly Berry. Well, anyway, she was a better choice anyway. Oh my God, she's right there. I know somebody gonna put her name down there, because oh God, I can see it, because she was on that show with the teachers thing. Oh my God. Ooh wee. And she keep on showing my name. I'm like, I don't know. She was married to Mike Tyson. I keep on I can't get oh Lord, this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna say, what the heck? Who was married to Mike Tyson? What was the name of the actress married to Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson is married to Robin Givens
from
1988 to 19...
Thank you, Robin Givens. I like, she keep on showing me the name, but I can't I can't see what the hell that was. Thank you, Sirius. Okay, so yeah, Siri, yeah, that's it. So this is what he wants, but he actually wants the divine feminine to please him. So we got to watch the divine masculine. This is the energy you want too, as well. But he also wants the divine feminine to kind of initiate and kind of create this connection as well. Divine masculine, you know I love you to death, and I'm an advocate for you. But this ain't pain. I'm glad that you know this, that I do. See, even the angels say that. But this ain't looking good. This ain't no good outlook for you. I'm just gonna let you know. This is coming from a place right here that is all about me. And see, that's what we talk about, that ego, that super ego that she talked about how life is talked about. This is ego. It's all about me. I want you to initiate the cup. I want you to please me. I want to have this almost like have my cake and eat it too. But you know, I'm glad that this is what's happening with the connection. But I'm glad here within you, your higher self, or the energy, the true divine masculine energies, is showing that it's got to be a change, because it's too much of a conflict, and there's got to be some action taking place, and you got to learn how to differentiate between this, which one is the real thing, like to say which one is Coke and which one is Pepsi, which one is the real thing and which one, like Ray Charles said, you got to start moving in energy, say you got the right one, baby, because your hierarchy of needs is you this is basic. You went with this person because they basic, because again, like I said, she being the fatter one or the bigger one, you thought, ooh wee, this one got more abundance, she got a lot of other things going for herself, because got a lot more meat on the bone, something. But you know, that's not where it's at all the time. Always talk about sometimes the biggest presents. You look at them, they do that. The biggest presents sometimes is not the ones that got the most value in it. That's all I want to say. In your thinking, you know, and emotionally, you got to get down to earth. You got to get down to earth in your emotions. You got to get down to earth. Some of you all are having some issues with your spirituality, some kind of way. Some of y'all, I still say that you thumb your nose at spirituality. You trying to sin, but at the same time, I don't know, when I look at this, in some ways it's like, you know, your nature emotionally gets the best of you. And that causes you to have that conflict when it comes to spirituality about this whole thing. You trying to sin, but then, you know, you're doing shocking things that looks to be like it's not really in line to be divine. You got also with this here, with the divine masculine, you got this king of air. There's a big conflict. This right here is just straight in to some kind of energy that's, and I ain't gonna say that word, that's just straight out there. I'm about to say just straight out of Compton. this don't make no kind of sense right here. The way you acting, it's like, hey, my precious, you into the, was it Yugo, whatever it was, that one that was in the Lord of the Rings, you know. You straight 1 minute, and then the next minute somebody flashed something here, the sex or whatever it is that it helps you feel like you getting your your psychological needs done, and you off to the races on that. What's I'm getting a little kind of upset with you over here, Claire. What's happening with you as far as in your heart space? Yeah, I know you want to really have a talk with the divine feminine. I get this. You really do. You want to have the fruits of your labor, but you feel right now this is like the compromise. It's like we really are kind of battling. And she look at that like, say, yeah, but I ain't pleasing you. You keep on telling her to kind of stay. Like, hold on, wait. You know, I'm trying to find my light. I needed somebody to be the lamp unto my feet, to be able to give me guidance as to what I actually do. And I'm seeing your root chakra right here is all wrapped up in this green thing. You need to really get into your divine master. You've got to get into your heart chakra. You got to really truly start seeing the true natural beauty, not this other stuff. You got this fan here. You've been in this falseness, being this false identity as well. And this divine feminine look like she's saying, I'm tired. I don't know, you didn't look like you're like, wait. And she's like, I done seen that. Like, wait, let me explain. Like, you know, you get this look like to me, like when I look at this, the divine feminine say, you got me doing things that I wouldn't even do, wouldn't even be thinking about doing in this third party energies here. Like, really, I'm sitting here side by side with this other lady here with me, and you wrapping me around. You got audacity to really have her arm. I'm speaking from the divine feminine. This is what the cards say. Remember, I told you I don't add on it. I'm just narrating the feel and the emotions that's in. You got audacity to have okay, now you tell me to start, just shuffle the cards and start acting on. Okay, now you're moving stuff now. Okay. It looks like to me, it's like now you even, you know, using the situation, the karmic or the third party situation, to keep the divine feminine there. Like, it's almost like I've heard some stories like they say, but you know, we about to, you know, it's dead. You know, we ain't got nothing going on, and she's cruel to me, and she just say all different kind of words there, and that keeps you the divine feminine energies to say that, you know, I'm gonna stay there because, you know, well, you know, he said they were about to get a divorce anyway, and it's not working out, and they fighting every day, and but at the same time, what's happening here, you still got your joystick connected to the other woman, to this third party energies of this karmic, or this divine karmic. But at the same time, you really ain't looking at neither one of them. You're trying to really get your head together on that, and that's what the conflict is. What's happening with your karmic actions? You still up there playing like with this divine karmic here, or the karmic here energies that you again, because she's got the fan in her hand, so that's lets me know that is the karmic there. Like, you know, you still playing like you in it to win it. You doing things there that's making this young lady to be more of a to play the role of more putting her up there. I'm about to say, I just have to say because I don't know no other terminology, but she's embarrassing herself, making her be an ass about all this. You got her just all exposed out here for the divine masculines here. This one, I'm not saying this all of them, but this one here that's showing up here, but that's not fair and that's not right. For this person, I don't care what it is, because you keep on employing her, and at the same time, this is embarrassing. All women have been through that, where you come out the washroom and your dress is all hooked up into your pantyhose, and somebody say, "Come here, miss, what? Your dress is hiked up into your pantyhose," and you're like, "Oh my God!" So you around there thinking you looking cute in the front, And then when you turn around, everybody see your behind is exposed, like what kind of underwear you got on and everything like that. So, you know, this is something that you got to really think on, divine masculine. That's not those of you are that's doing this and knowing that it's a conflict and you know what to get out. I'm talking to you like an aunt, like a mom, like somebody said, now come on, son, you know better than that. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it for you about this, and I'm not down you, but come on, you can't keep on because you're trying to get your basic needs done with being with this person. That's not fair to him. You still in your karmic actions here. You got 7 of Cups here, which again is stalemating, but you still keeping an eye on the divine feminine. What you're doing anytime I see glass there, that lets me know you on social media. You're going past their house, you're going past their job, anything that's got glass, you're looking at her. Divine feminine say, I'm busy trying to clean my act up. I'm trying to get myself right. Spirituality, like they say, 7 is spiritual completion. I'm trying to have that right now. You looking on social media at you. The divine master is still saying his karmic thing here. He wants to again get them bed sheets tied together, and he wants to get away. He wants to escape. But see, how you doing it is the wrong way. Ooh, my back is itching. You doing it, or you probably, my mom old folks used to say, you get your back and you supposed to get a whooping. The problem, I'm feeling that way because you probably do need to get a whooping. The way how you doing this, divine master. You can't, I told you, don't do this in a way that you're going to find yourself doing it, and that you doing it by any means necessary, and you're going to create more karma. That's not the way you need to go about that. I'm curious. I want to kind of really know what's going on here. What time is it? Yeah, this is long one here already. It is what it is. Clear. Because you need a nice little talking to. Here, if somebody say you need a spanking, you probably do a little bit. This one here. You try to move in, you want to be a wealthy man, you know it's time for you to take some withdrawal here because it's time, and you want to move into this being this divine masculine. I understand that. So what's going on with this karmic situation though? What's this third party situation that you just revealed to me? Judication. So some of them understand judication means you understand that it's leading on that you're going to have to go to some kind of courts. It's some legal things that's got to occur here. You feel like, again, and now this is interesting, they're telling me to read this like in reverse. With this one, it's imprisonment. You want freedom. You want to get out of this imprisonment that's actually going on here. This lock, you feel like, see a mouse on here, which means you're playing yourself small. You feel like you ain't got no power in it. But you look like, to me, this came reverse, like you're moving out of that energy, understand. And today it told me to read the reversals here. This family room, it ain't no family room. I got that. You all been playing house like it is. And it has stopped with that. Okay, so why stay connected to this lady? Occupation, because of work. So you've been trying on a different identities and stuff, and you've been doing things, working like behind the scenes or something. You know you got to cut some cords. Yeah, you got that. And then what else? Courtship. What you mean by courtship? Look like to me you saying like, are you saying you acting like you courting? Because to me it looked like even in this picture here, he checked out again, and she just sitting there, just like I'm just kind of like courting, like buying time. Even the angel back there looking like, what the hell? Oh, God, this is horrible. Why he keep on doing this? Like he might be still taking her out for dates and all this stuff. She's sitting there like, eh. And he's sitting there like, why am I here? So he still got his eyes on the prize. I still want, you ain't telling me nothing about that. I want to know what the heck you still up here playing around with her for. This third party, what's going on with that? What's that all about? Because you're ready, waiting for spirit to give you a gift, like a sign, a symbolism in the present. And then that's going to help you. And also what's going on with this is that you're maturing in this situation. You're getting some more knowledge. You're getting a real understanding of who you are. You're able to get some things on the table. So what's going on with her? This third party energy, though. It's just a house. But this one house here, there's a storm brewing, too. Behind the scenes, like nobody knows what's going on because it's gated. So many people know so much that's happening behind the scenes. The lights is on, but ain't nobody home, though. Because I see the darkness right there in the entranceway. Is there anything else you want to tell me? Said no, that he's got a message of concern too, and the divine feminine has gotten as well. Yeah, I sure have. But he still wants a sense of community, which is he wants this family life. Yeah, because this is concerning. He ain't never lied about that. Thank you, Archangel. I'm not pleased with this energy at all. Woo! What's happening with the shadows? Not at all clear. What's happening with the shadow? I seen it and I missed it. So bring it back again, please. Too many. There we go. Make it clear, make it plain. Feels like he's a bride in the cage here. In his emotions, he feels like, again, if he makes any kind of move, he don't know which way is the right move, because he feels like infrared sensors there, that the alarms will go off when he's dealing with this person here. He's tried on so many identification, he feels like he's paid the price by being in this commitment that he has with this third party thing. He even feels goofy, like I'm a fool for doing this. I'm up in the attic. And this is what it looked like to me, like children, flowers of the attic. I feel like flowers of the attic. I'm stuck up in this sucker, like that. You know that's divine master. You know that's up in your head, right? You do know that, right? So, according to source, let's get some solutions for you, sir. According to source, what do you have to surrender? Clear. Source, help this divine master, help him understand. Again, surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. First thing that comes to mind to me is that third level of Maslow's self-fulfilling needs. Because they said here at the beginning, you need to move out that hierarchy and start moving into the area where it is, again, they say self-actualization, achieving one's full potential, including creative activities. And that goes right with that. So that means, again, get into yourself, that you're fulfilling for yourself. Not about what's happening with this this karmic or divine karmic or third-party energies or whatever it is that comes, because karmics can be person, place, or thing. Third energies can be person, place, or thing. Whatever it is, you got to be creative to be able to look at the window of your soul and cause that transformation in your emotions. Okay? Where to talk to this? What I deal with this? Okay, next one. What things does has to change according to source? Source say it's got to change. What's got to change? This is unfreaking believable. Clear. Self-employment. They're saying some kind of way in self-employment, you're going to have to find some other place for even work as well. Self-employment, again, that goes to that self-awareness. Everything is about self. And get rid of the ego. The ego is also self-serving you. As far as ego is good, ego is there to protect you and tell you about some things. But at the same time, you can't hide behind ego, because ego can get to the point that you won't find yourself doing anything. Hiding behind just like this chair, like that. It won't be able to do anything if it keeps on hiding and being in that spot. Again, because you need to help to understand about your sacral energy, which is how you're connecting to others, how you're able to manifest things. You also have got to get those downloads we talked about there earlier. Open yourself up. Do the 20 degrees gaze so you can go to that alpha state, so you can start getting these ideas of how you can get out of there. Because you said earlier, again, you were in the night, but you didn't feel like you were well prepared again. So in order for you to prepare for battle, to get out of this and strategize and have some action, because you really do want to have this serious commitment, but there's this conflict going on here. Understanding that, again, you're going to have to move into that energies of understanding that I'm out for self. I work for self. It's God. God is my CEO or my employee or my boss, and I answer only to him. Everybody else is subservient to that. Okay, subordinates to that. That's it. That's the only one I answer to. You got to kind of get into that understanding there too as well, Divine Masculine. Here again, sentimental feelings. With this here, you stuck about what could have been and shoulda, wouldas. Again, and again, you have to move it to that sacred, how you connected to others, and how you being sentimental, how's that creating something new? It keeps on saying surrender to creativity. Okay, so again, how you take it that creatively, it's okay to look and think about things that happened in the past. It's fine with that, but at the same time, you should be looking forward to be able to say, what are some things that I worked and had done in the past to help me move forward in the now. Okay, next thing, let's ask the angels too, our guides and spiritual teams too, about what's their thing about what they see needs to happen for you. What needs to actually happen when it comes into regards to where you are for this Divine Masculine. Clear. Yeah. The romance angels say you need to get to the point of understanding that you're dealing with unrequited love. This don't have enough. This relationship, there's not enough attraction and chemistry to keep this relationship going. Why'd you say that? Because it's time for you to build blocks as far as your emotions that are more healthier or more sturdier foundation. And you're really upholding and honoring your own emotions, and also honoring an emotion and putting up the person who you really believe that wears the crown, who is the real true queen in your life. It's time for you to kind of build that right now. Okay, this is what it's saying. This is what the romance angels are saying right now to you. What are you moving into? Clear. As far as source says you moving into, what kind of energies you're moving into. I like this one card, but that's all right if you can't. Make it clear, make it plain. Thank you. Woo-wee. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Woo. It's all around. It's all around. Okay. I'm going to make it clear and I'm going to make it plain. Woo! Divine Masters, listen, 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 listen. Listen to me. Listen. Source have given a warning. And this been coming up on my on Jupiter 11's hand a lot. And I've been trying to send my auntie over here. And big sister, whichever way you want to put me and mom if you're young. Been trying to warn you about this. And now it's coming out on the cards on my end. Source wants to push you in the energies here of the wheel of turning the wheel, where this third party person is now on the outside of this circle right here. Outside of this. They want you to get to the point that even if this divine feminine had somebody, he on the outs, And this divine masculine has somebody, they on the outs, and it's just you two. That's it on this wheel. Satisfying each other. Okay, this is it. I'm going to let you get there and let you salivate on that. But this is where it's supposed to be at. Okay, I told you all when we're talking about divine karmics again, they had somebody waiting on them. So now it should be getting to the point that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are the only two that's satisfying each other on this. And all these, if she had a partner, her divine karmic masculine, he on the outs, he got his wand, there ain't nothing you can do about it. And his divine feminine karmic, she on the outs. And so now it's time for them to go find their rightful people who to be on. Just like they're saying, it is now time for the ones that are supposed to be together, according to source, is to come together. Divine masculine. This person, whoever that you are dealing with, this karmic again, you can keep on playing with them, but eventually something's going to happen to end that. You need to find strength in understanding that this is unrequited love. This looks like a person, look like I'm doing all the black movies today. When it was with Harlem Nights and Jasmine Guy had, it's Eddie Murphy again. That's my other fellow Aries. But anyway, because we all got some Mars energies coming up, so that's interesting. I'm picking this Aries on this too. But he got into the scene where it was, and he was going to bed, and it was already told her name was something LaRue, whatever it is, and then he was Bugsy, what was his name, Bugsy Mahone or whatever his name was, and so then he went to bed with her, and something told him he couldn't trust her. And when he went to bed, you know, he wanted her, and everybody's telling him, you can't trust her. He like, oh man, she ain't gonna do nothing. She ain't gonna do nothing. And so then she went to bed with him, and then she went down, and she had like a little small miniature gun that was underneath the pillow. So when she went down, she came up, and she was on top of him, and she had the gun pointed at Eddie Murphy, and he's like, well, oh, you was about to kill me? You was about to kill me. So she was about to shoot him and kill him. And so then he turned around and shot her. Now, we don't want it. He had to find strength. And people been telling her all along that this person, and this could be traveled on to you, this person was no good for you. That one day she's going to turn around and do this to you. You all into it. You trying to play like you all really, your hand is on her and everything. And she's thinking about trying to get this knife from you to kill you. You got to you got to watch this again. This is what we're talking about. You call yourself being in there to help her. And I told you can't help these karmics on this, some of them. Some of them going to stay in this kind of state of mind where it's not right. And still be karmic-y, you know, until they wake up and have their rightful person, the next person that maybe can do the job. But you're not the one. And your job is not to save that person. You need to save yourself. So this might end up happening to you as well. If you don't get the thing right, again, source is showing you this, the divine feminine is going to have options. Somebody else is going to want to please. And I know people are going to put do their little thing. That's your right to do this. This is source picked this card. I don't shuffle through these things and find this too. This tells me that she's got options. She could be able to, this is almost like the 8 of Cups here, but this is called the Hanged Woman. This right here, she ain't hanging here. She hanged out. It looked like to you she might be stalemate and ain't moving, but she's going to find other people to please her right where she's at. Now, it might be hanged because she's not rightfully with her divine masculine. Again, a lot of times they say if you can find your high functioning soulmate or whatever like that. Or, again, it's like it's still not the same as you really accomplishing and getting things done with your own divine masculine. I'm 100% with that. I am totally advocate of that, understanding that, to say I am DM advocate, that I'm for them to get together. But this is the card that's been brought out. This shows me options. Other people are ready to step in and to please this divine feminine. If this right here is the attitude or the action that you're going to continue to have to keep you in this, because you're dealing with the lowering of your what? Hierarchy, Maslow's hierarchy of needs of the structure. That is why they're saying now you got to put a what to it? Death to scratchy. This is the death card. This that came out 2 times out of here, divine masculine. You got to, in your emotions, has got to put the death to it. Not to your divine feminine, is can't be doing that. You can't wield this enough to say, this is her energies. She got to help me to do it. This is something that you got to put your big boy panties on. And you've got to do this yourself in your emotions. And even if you got to have your ass out as you're doing it, and the process also, it may feel like you got your ass out doing it, but at the same time, you telling people they kiss your grits. Because it's time to move on. This is dead. You keep on nursing something that's dead. This like to me, like she's like, oh, but death, grim reaper is here. Source is bringing a messenger or something like that to come. Because I think about, what's his name? God, Lord, Marlon Brando. He's like, the messenger of misery has visited my home. He's going to bring something to your house to say, okay, you ain't put a death to it. You still nursing this thing, but it's coming. So this towel could be in any form that, and again, if Source has a way, and this is what it wants, it don't matter what kind of prayers or blockade, or you taking the brunt of it, and you making sure that person don't have no hard towers, and you creating soft towers for them. If Source said it's got to happen, it's going to say, excuse me, little girl, move on to the side. I'm still going to go after your divine masculine because it's time. It don't matter what's happening. You can't put that much. You're powerful, but you ain't that powerful to go against what Source says for you to do it. If they said this is what's got to be learned, and you want union, and you said that's what you want, then I mean, let us go ahead and do what we got to do. Just like a hitman. You didn't tell us about how you want to do it. You just said you want a union, didn't you? Yeah. Okay. Move out the way and let us go ahead and do our work. That's it. That's it. That's all. You can't stop that. If that's what Source wants to do. You're powerful, but at the same time, if they saying that, and that goes along with what you've been praying for in your alignment, it don't matter what kind of way you up there saying that. You can pray and whatever. You can put the protection on yourself, on the other person as well. Yes, you can do that. But if they say he still got to learn the lesson, you know, it is some things that maybe they can maneuver around and make sure that it doesn't hit in some kind of ways. But if they say it's got to be a hard towel on that, yes, maybe they bounce back might be a little more faster, but they gonna get that hard towel upside their head. It doesn't matter. That's the only thing that would happen with that. You know, in the process, maybe don't take their mind in the process where they getting a hard towel because you did that protection or killed their heart. In that, that's protected, but at the same time, it's like it's got to be affected. So, divine masculine, you got some work to do, and what is right here is saying here is coming for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when you come for you, bad boys, bad boys? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when it come for you? Because it's coming. You done nursed it long enough. They starting to roll the credits, and it's the end. And those of you all divine feminines, like they said, keep the high vibe, keep your energy up, keep being you. Don't worry about what the divine masculine is doing. About that, that's none of your concern right now. Because divine masculine is saying it's almost like you hired a hitman. You say you want them, say yeah. Well then let us do what we got to do. And you gonna do what you gonna do. Like what like somebody with a hitman. What time you gonna do? That ain't none of your business. Okay, should I not worry about going to certain places? Don't worry about it. We know where you are. Just don't be at this place at a certain time when it all go down. Like, okay. That's all you need to know. That's all we gonna tell you about that. So that's in the cards there. So, you know, divine masculines that's in this 3D thing, and you keep on playing yourself like, hey, this can still go on. I can still hold on. Right now, I would say, like the song say, look over your shoulder, honey. Because, again, it's gonna be right. I'll be there. They right, but not in the way you thinking. Like the song, I'll be there. I'll be there. Hey, just call my name and I'll be there. Look over your shoulder, honey. Ooh, and there go the Grand Reaper. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Lord. Forget it. Just forget it. So anyway, until next time, make sure that you do get my Divine Unisouls 11 letter from that. They give you encouragement to kind of know if some of you all are getting ready to step out and say, I'm going to put death. That lets you know what you're stepping into as far as with your Divine Feminine energies, if they where they are in their mindset. And that might even give you encouragement or motivation to say, yes, I can actually do this because she told me what's happening. It gives you great insight. I'm not saying it because it's my product. I'm telling you because I also tried my product too, and I seen it gave me much greater insight as well into the situation. So again, go there. I also have you, if you want, some of you all want insight on your actual things that's going on in your twin flame journey, love, soulmate, or even lover's journey or lover's adventure. Go to Divine Unisouls 11.2 as well and get an instant reading. Pick a solution, pick your situation, and then you'll have your instant reader downloaded to you right there instantly. No matter what time of night, 24/7, I'm open to give you your reading right there on the spot. $7 for situation readings and $4 for the solution. I have all various types, the regular one, the vanilla types, they don't have any sex in it, down to the ones, to the kinky ones, or to the ones that are with the McNealy cards, with the Kundalini or Kama Sutra twist to it as well. So those are the ones that you're able to get. If you like those readings, those are all in the mix. So you got 18 to choose from. And I'll probably be constantly adding. Don't know when, but when Spirit guides me to add something, I'll do that too. It looks like I'm getting pushed to say put some mission ones in there too, in case you want to know about your mission and purpose. So I'll try to get a nice little variety in there. All right, this was interesting. I'm really interested to watch this playback on this here, cause woo! Get the what's the reason for karmic again, or third party situation is for you to get the blessing, get the lesson, get the blessing, and get the F on out of there. Get out of Dodge. It ain't for you to stay there forever. That's what you all want you to do. And I told you during the reading, as soon as you get that pulled, that karmic or that third party situation off that lot, the depreciation and the energy that was in it starts going down right off the bat. That's guaranteed. That's guaranteed. That ain't got because Divine Sunshine say that. That's just the law. That's just how it goes. Period. All right then. That's enough. I ain't gonna talk no more. Catch me on the trigger warning, and I'll continue on and talk it then. All right. Until next time. Stay uplifted. Stay motivated. Stay ascending. I'm a state, and I'm gonna go. Love you. Hey, I'm back. Just real quick. This scene, I almost feel like they rolled the credits. I come back saying, "You still here?" I'm just looking at this card one more time here. This is also a warning, also with this card that's saying that if you, Divine Masculine, and your emotions don't get together, you will always be a person in which everybody else will be using you sexually or get whatever they want to. You'll always be handling everybody else's needs and not getting your needs met too. This is what, especially when they say the hang woman. So my thing is that if you don't want that to be happening to you, then I would definitely see about how to be changing the scene there. Because this is not something here about when you talk about needs. This looks like other people servicing themselves to you in your emotions as far as that concerned. All right, that's all I want to know. Okay, you can leave the theater. You can go home now. All right, bye.